After practically 6 months, it's time to return to the real-life Kamogawa Gym. This time, we start directly on the rooftop, right next to the statue of Mamoru Takamura. I should immediately clarify that this video will be a bit more chaotic and disorganized than the first one I uploaded to the channel, which I'll leave linked in the description because I was accompanied by a follower. Shout out to Cesar. Also, the place was packed with tourists, so it was a bit complicated to record comfortably. As always, the Takamura statue is spectacular, literally identical to the anime version. I'll never get tired of admiring it, even though on this day it was extremely hot, almost 40 degrees Celsius. Complete madness. We say goodbye to Takamura's statue under a bright blue sky and with unbearable heat. And of course, wearing sandals, because you have to take off your shoes when entering the place. After spending a good while looking at the statue, it was time to head back to the gym. As always, when you leave the rooftop, you see a bunch of boxes, bicycles and so on. They even dry clothes here. Not exactly elegant, but it does give off that feeling of a personal gym run by a group of friends. I imagine the Kamogawa Gym from the manga works in a similar way. Reaching the area where the themed decorations start, you can see various images of Ippo and even of the Kamogawa Gym itself. There's also an image of Ippo in the outfit he'll wear in his comeback. 3 black stars and blue, of course. There are boxing gloves from gym members, paintings personally made by Morikawa, and of course, more tourists. There's also a collection of manga and magazines belonging to the gym members. Those I didn't touch since they're for personal use. We continue with a huge Mamoru Takamura flag. Going down the stairs, you start to see framed pictures of the gym, more ads and decorative flags, figures from Hajime no Ippo, the first editions of the manga, and even a small Takamura statue. There were some blue boxing gloves that I was about to touch, but then I remembered you're not allowed to touch things here, obvious reasons, and I stopped literally a millimeter away. There's another huge Takamura flag that looks spectacular, and down below are the Fire brand boots, literally the same ones Sendo wears in the manga. Continuing, we see Hajime no Ippo fight posters, something that's been here for a long time and hasn't changed in any of my visits. Still, I'm impressed at how well everything is preserved. There's also Morikawa's personal Hajime no Ippo manga collection, branded boxing gloves, and promotional magazines. The older volumes are clearly worn out and faded, and those gloves, no idea who used them, but they're also extremely worn. There's even an old promotional poster for the anime that wasn't here before. More promotional fight posters follow, some from the manga and others from real-life matches heavily promoted by George Morikawa himself. I love how there are iconic battles like Takamura versus Brian Hoke, Takamura versus David Eagle, Vorg Zangief versus Takeshi Sendo, and even matches involving gym members. More exclusive Morikawa art is on display. If you see me suddenly approach or film at odd angles, it's because people were passing by and I had to move. There's also a promotional poster for the PSP Hajime no Ippo game, a watch collaboration that's been around for ages, and more fight posters, this time in life-size format. We find a hand-painted Ippo portrait, a promotional poster for the Hajime no Ippo Wii game, and a poster for the live-action adaptation. Of course, it wasn't on Netflix, it was a stage play, and the Lollapalooza, a legendary fight. There's more promotional Hajime no Ippo merchandise, including posters simply saying Hajime no Ippo. Even the protein powder used by gym members. It almost makes you want to buy one. More fight promotions appear, including a poster of Ricardo Lopez signed by both Morikawa and Lopez. There's also a movie promotion, and just now a very famous trainer from this gym close to Morikawa passed by. Here's a wall with all the gym's members, boxers, trainers, and even photos featuring Morikawa himself. There's also a commemorative Ippo plate with a world title belt gifted to Morikawa when the manga reached 1 million copies sold. We're now back at the gym entrance, where the ring stands, the same one where Ippo trained with Miyata in those legendary early sparring sessions. Morikawa's personal collection is also here, with a notable new addition since my last visit: small books and minifigures of Ippo and Joe. There's also the new Hajime no Ippo collaboration with the sports brand Fire, which is the same one Sendo uses in his fight against Ricardo Martínez. New t-shirts are available, like one for Ryo Mashiba's Hell Society fan club, and even a Ricardo Martínez shirt that didn't exist before. The collection keeps expanding. There's also a simple Takamura shirt for those who don't like to stand out too much. Personally, I like the one with Ippo running. There's a framed Joe Yabuki and Ippo piece signed by both authors, Ippo's trunks, a photo of Morikawa with the Ashita no Joe artist, and of course, very old manga illustrations and magazines. A Takeshi Sendo figure from the first season and an Ippo drawing signed by Morikawa are also here. We then move to smaller merchandise, fridge magnets, small towels, of which I bought the Wally and Ippo ones for gym training, typical sweat towels. There's a gacha machine for gym emblems, an Ippo print you can take home, and a display of t-shirts for sale. Takamura, Ippo running in red or black, sleeveless, Kamogawa gym shirts, Ryo Mashiba's fan club shirt, the new Ricardo Martínez shirt, plus Ippo and Takamura ones. They're beautiful, but personally, I prefer more understated designs, so I went for a black short sleeve one with Ippo running, simple and perfect for gym use. There are also Hajime no Ippo tote bags, more Firebrand boot designs, not for sale yet, Hajime no Ippo themed folders for documents, boxing tape, not sure if sold to non-members, and of course, the Hajime no Ippo Nendoroid, which I bought on my last visit and still love. We reached the keychains, pins, and other small items. I plan to get some to give away to you all in a future contest. Ones with Wally, Ricardo, Vorg, Kamogawa, Aoki, Kimura, and Wampo. I might also get the Sendo versus Vorg Zangief one. It's a bit pricier, but worth it. The fridge magnets haven't changed since my last visit, so I'll skip those. Surprisingly, there's now baby clothing, something I didn't expect at all. It's odd, but I guess if any of you have a child, it could make for a unique gift. I'm also getting an ema, normally found at temples, for Hajime no Ippo, quite an unusual item. There are promotional flags, more towels, including Vorg designs, but I stuck with Ippo and Wally. The latest manga volumes are also available, but only for cash purchases. After thinking it over, I took the black Ippo running shirt with sleeves. Simple, stylish, and perfect for training. At the entrance, you have to remove your shoes. As I mentioned, the video is a bit disorganized due to the chaotic visit, but right away, you're greeted by Ippo's shorts, framed pictures, clothes worn by Morikawa, and the gym's ring. I bought a few things, and on the way out, they gave me a Mamoru Takamura postcard in exchange for filling out a short survey about the manga, where you're from, what you like, and if you'd like to attend the upcoming Hajime no Ippo event in November at Korakuen Hall, a legendary arena where Ippo has fought many times. Since I'll be in Japan, I definitely want to attend, and if possible, I'd love to get a VIP seat because Morikawa often gives personalized autographs to VIP attendees. I hope you enjoyed this quick visit to the gym. Remember, if you're in Japan, you can message me and we can grab a beer. Good night, champ.